Chapter 13. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh let the people go, that God did not lead them by the way of the land of the Philistines, although it was near. For God said, in case perhaps the people change their mind when they see war and return to Egypt. But God led the people by the way of the wilderness to the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up armed out of the land of Egypt. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for Joseph had made the children of Israel swear, saying, God will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones away from here with you. And they took their journey from Succoth and encamped in Etham at the edge of the wilderness. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of cloud to lead them on the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, that they might go by day and by night. The pillar of cloud departed not by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. Chapter 14. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, tell them to turn back and encamp before Pi-Hahiroth, between Migdol and the sea, before Baal-zephon, opposite to it, shall you encamp by the sea. And Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, They are wandering aimlessly in the land, the wilderness has shut them in. And I will harden the heart of Pharaoh, and he shall chase after them, and I will be honored through Pharaoh and all his host, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. And they did so. And it was told to the king of Egypt that the people had fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants turned against the people. And they said, Why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us? And he yoked his chariot and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the other chariots of Egypt, and captains over all of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, so that he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel were uplifted out. And the Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them as they were encamping by the sea, besides Pi-Hahiroth, before Baal-zephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians were marching after them, and they were greatly afraid. And the children of Israel cried out to the Lord. And they said to Moses, Is it because there were no graves in Egypt that you have taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you done this to us, to lead us forth out of Egypt? Is not this the word that we spoke to you in Egypt, saying, Leave us alone, and let us serve the Egyptians, for it is better for us to serve the Egyptians than for us to die in the wilderness? And Moses said to the people, Fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will do for you today. For whereas you have seen the Egyptians today, you shall not see them again forever. The Lord will fight for you, and you shall be quiet. And the Lord said to Moses, Why do you cry to me? Speak to the children of Israel, tell them to go forward. But you, lift up your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go through the midst of the sea on dry ground. And I, behold, I will harden the heart of the Egyptians, and they shall follow after them. And I will get glory over Pharaoh and on all his host, on his chariots, and on his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I have gotten glory over Pharaoh, his chariots, and his horsemen. And the angel of God that went up before the camp of Israel moved and went behind them. And the pillar of cloud moved from before them and stood behind them. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. And it was a cloud and darkness, but it gave light by night. And they came not near to the other all the night. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord drove back the sea with a strong east wind all the night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea, upon the dry ground, and the waters were to them as a wall, from their right and from their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them into the midst of the sea, all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And it came to pass in the morning watch that the Lord looked on the camp of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and he startled the camp of the Egyptians. And he took off the wheels of their chariots and made them drive heavily. And the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fights for them against Egypt." And the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, and the waters shall return over the Egyptians, over their chariots, and over their horsemen." And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its normal state in the morning while the Egyptians were fleeing toward it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots, and the horsemen with all the host of Pharaoh that had followed them into the sea. There was not left of them even one. But the children of Israel walked upon the dry ground in the midst of the sea, and the waters were to them as a wall from their right and from their left. Thus the Lord saved Israel on that day out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the shore of the sea. And Israel saw the great hand which the Lord had shown on Egypt. And the people feared the Lord, and they believed in the Lord and in Moses his servant. Chapter 15. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song to the Lord, and they said as follows: I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider he has thrown into the sea. My strength and song is the Lord, and he has become my salvation. This is my God, and I will glorify him, my father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a warrior, the Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host has he cast into the sea, and the chosen of his captains are sunk in the Red Sea. The depths cover them. They went down into the bottom like a stone. Your right hand, O Lord, has become glorious in power. Your right hand, O Lord, dashes the enemy in pieces. And in the greatness of your excellency, you pull down those that rise up against you. You send forth your wrath. It consumes them as stubble. And with the breath of your nostrils, the waters were heaped up. The floods stood upright as a wall. Congealed were the depths in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My desire shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword. My hand shall drive them out. You did blow with your spirit. The sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like you among the mighty, O Lord? Who is like you, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? You did stretch out your right hand. The earth swallowed them. You led forth in your kindness the people you have redeemed. You guide them in your strength to the habitation of your holiness. Nations hear it and they tremble. Sorrow seizes the inhabitants of Philistia. Then are troubled the dukes of Edom. The mighty men of Moab, trembling, seizes them. All the inhabitants of Canaan are melted away. Fall upon them terror and dread. Through the greatness of your arm, they are still as stone, till your people pass over, O Lord. Till this people pass over which you have acquired. You shall bring them and plant them on the mountain of your inheritance, the place, O Lord, which you have prepared for your residence, the sanctuary, O Lord, which your hands have established. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh came with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought back upon them the waters of the sea. But the children of Israel walked on dry ground in the midst of the sea. And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took the tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her, with tambourines and with dances. And Miriam sang to them, Sing you to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider he has thrown into the sea. And Moses caused Israel to depart from the Red Sea, and they went out to the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And they came to Marah. and they could not drink the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore they called its name Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?" And he cried to the Lord. And the Lord showed him a tree, and he cast it into the waters, and the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them. And he said, "If you will diligently listen to the voice of the Lord your God, and will do that which is right in his eyes, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon you, which I have put upon the Egyptians, for I, the Lord, am your healer." And they came to Elim, and there were 12 wells of water and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the waters. Chapter 16. And they journeyed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departure out of the land of Egypt. And all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said to them, "Would that we have died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pots of meat, when we ate bread to the full. For you have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger." And the Lord said to Moses, "Behold, I will cause bread to rain from heaven for you. And the people shall go out and gather the portion of the day on its day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or not. And it shall come to pass on the 6th day that they shall prepare what they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they shall gather daily." And Moses and Aaron said to all the children of Israel, "At evening then shall you know that the Lord has brought you out from the land of Egypt. And in the morning then shall you see the glory of the Lord, and that he hears your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we that you murmur against us?" And Moses said, "When the Lord gives you in the evening flesh to eat, and bread in the morning to the full, when the Lord hears your murmurings which you murmur against him, what indeed are we? Not against us are your murmurings, but against the Lord." And Moses said to Aaron, "Say to all the congregation of the children of Israel, Come you near before the Lord, for he has heard your murmurings." And it came to pass, as Aaron spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak to them, saying, At twilight you shall eat flesh, and in the morning shall you be sated with bread. And you shall know that I am the Lord your God." And it came to pass that at evening the quails came up and covered the camp. And in the morning there was a layer of dew round about the camp. And when the layer of dew went up, behold, there was upon the face of the wilderness something fine scaling off, fine as the hoarfrost upon the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said to one another, "It is manna," for they knew not what it was. And Moses said to the children of Israel, "This is the bread which the Lord has given you to eat. This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Gather of it every man according to what he can eat. An omer, a head, according to the number of your persons shall you take, every man for those who are in his tent." And the children of Israel did so, and they gathered, some much, some little. And they measured it with an omer. But he that had gathered much had nothing left over, and he that gathered little had no lack. Every man according to what he could eat had they gathered. And Moses said to them, "Let no man leave it till the morning." But they listened not to Moses. And some men left it till morning, but it bred worms and stank. And Moses was angry with them. And they gathered it every morning, every man according to what he could eat. And when the sun grew hot, it melted. And it came to pass on the 6th day that they gathered double bread, 2 omers for everyone. And all the leaders of the congregation came and told it to Moses. And he said to them, "This is what the Lord meant Tomorrow is the rest, the holy Sabbath to the Lord. What you will bake, bake today, and what you will boil, boil today. And all the remainder lay up for you to keep until the morning. And they laid it up until the morning, as Moses had commanded, and it did not stink, and no worm was in it. And Moses said, Eat it today, for today is the Sabbath to the Lord. Today you will not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, a Sabbath, there shall be none on it. And it came to pass on the 7th day that some of the people went out to gather, but they found nothing. And the Lord said to Moses, How long will you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore he gives you on the 6th day bread for 2 days. Remain you every man in his place. Let no man go out from his place on the 7th day. And the people rested on the 7th day. And the house of Israel called the name of it manna, for it was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. And Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. An omer full of it shall be kept for your generation, in order that they may see the bread wherewith I fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you forth out of the land of Egypt. And Moses said to Aaron, Take a jar, and put in it an omer full of manna, and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. As the Lord had commanded Moses, so did Aaron lay it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel ate the manna 40 years until they came to an inhabited land. They ate the manna until they came to the borders of the land of Canaan. Now the omer is the 10th part of an ephah. Chapter 17. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journeyings by the commandments of the Lord. And they encamped in Rephidim, and there was no water for the people to drink. And the people quarreled with Moses and said, Give us water that we may drink. And Moses said to them, Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you test the Lord? And the people thirsted there for water. And the people murmured against Moses and said, Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to kill me and my children and my cattle with thirst? And Moses cried to the Lord, saying, What shall I do for this people? But little more, and they will stone me. And the Lord said to Moses, Pass on before the people, and take with you some of the elders of Israel, and your staff wherewith you struck the water, take in your hand and go. Behold, I will stand before you there upon the rock at Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water shall come out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so before the eyes of the elders of Israel. And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the quarreling of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, Is the Lord among us or not? Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said to Joshua, Choose for us men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand. And Joshua did as Moses had said to him, to fight with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, that Amalek prevailed. But when the hands of Moses became heavy, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. And Aaron and Hur supported his hands, one on one side, and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua defeated Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said to Moses, Write this for a memorial in the book and put it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heavens. And Moses built an altar and called its name Adonai Nisi, the Lord is my banner. And he said, Because a hand is lifted up against the throne of God, therefore a war is to the Lord with Amalek from generation to generation. This completes Parashat Beshalach.